Ex-Rockstar developer talks Grand Theft Auto 6, also a GTA 6 leak, and the individual responsible has been finally revealed. That's what we're going to be discussing within today's video. But real quick, before we get straight into it today, guys, if you are new to the channel, welcome on in. Please consider subscribing to Project Vice, like, and of course, turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upcoming GTA 6 upload. Also, as well, please consider following me on my social media channels, that being on Twitter, X, and of course, on Instagram as well. We'll be able to see all the latest and greatest GTA 6 content on there, so please do make sure to follow me on there also. Alright guys, let's get straight into the video. So one of the most popular and well-known GTA 6 podcast channels out there, that being GTA 6 O'Clock, came out with an interview, Ex-Rockstar designer interview. And one of the co-hosts of the podcast, Dan Dawkins, had the pleasure of interviewing ex-lead designer and developer at Rockstar Games, Ben Hinchcliffe, who worked on many Rockstar Games titles, including GTA Chinatown Wars, LA Noire, GTA 5, GTA Online, Red Dead 2, and GTA 6. His tenure at Rockstar Games lasted around 13 years, finishing up in May of 2022. And essentially in this interview, he went over many things, including his time at Rockstar and the projects that he did work on. And of course, with Grand Theft Auto 6, he did discuss many things in relation to it in terms of what stage of development the game state is currently in, and what he is most excited to see in a Grand Theft Auto 6 and how hyped he is for it. If you guys do want to listen to the full podcast, I'll make sure to link it in the description below. But first, I'll get you guys to take a listen to some of the clips from the interview, and I'll provide my thoughts on it. And I want to get your guys' thoughts as well.
A year away from the next Grand Theft Auto game, GTA 6. Like, with a year to go until a project releases, what would normally be the focus of a dev team at this time?
Well, talking generalities rather than obviously
of course, yeah.
anything like that. But I'd say a year out on a title that big, you're wanting to really tighten it in every corner. So a lot of bug fixing, a lot of just nailing stuff down, because there'll be hundreds of side cases. The worst thing. Some people might say the best thing about games dev, but I'm going to say the worst thing is literally 90% of games dev is either stopping the player doing what you don't want them to do, or accommodating that decision from the player that only a minute detail, 10% of the people might try, but those people will try it, and you have to accommodate that. And in my opinion, good games are games that don't block the player or stop them, but actually allow them to do what they want to do, and it still works.
So as you can see, Ben right there pretty much telling us what we sort of already know in terms of the development about Grand Theft Auto 6 currently at the moment, in terms of the state that it is in at the moment, that Rockstar are focusing on bug fixing, and as well, to his point, seeing that he was one of the lead game designers at Rockstar at the time, focusing on a mission structure and how the missions are played out, depending on what choices the player makes throughout a certain mission, and accommodating for that. So I think it is pretty fair to say, considering the game is currently at the moment a year out from release, that Rockstar are focusing on tightening everything within the world of Vice City and Leonide, ensuring that the bugs are ironed out so we get a premium product at launch. And with the second clip, another question asked by Dan Dawkins to Ben was what he is most excited to see within GTA 6. I'll get you guys to take a listen to this one.
Just a final question, I guess, for our GTA audience.
Yeah.
Now you're on the outside looking in. Like, what are you most excited about with GTA 6?
I think just seeing when I left, where it was, and playing that final version, how much, if anything, has changed, how much things have changed. Obviously I was privy to a lot of new things and content and story and stuff. So I just love to know how that's evolved and how it's come out at the other end, and I just can't wait to play it. I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward. Every game Rockstar has done has evolved in some way, and you could argue, like that mantra before, that every element of the game moves forwards in terms of it feeling more realistic and people acting and behaving more realistic as every game is iterated through each cycle. So I just think people, again, it will blow people away. It will sell an absolute ton, as it always does, right? People will be talking about it for ages afterwards, just like they did with GTA 5. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for people to get their hands on it and get in and play it. Just because I think they've raised the bar again. Just they always do, and I just think they have done again with GTA 6.
So real quick, just reiterating what Ben did say, he went over the fact that he can't wait to see where the game is once it does launch, because obviously he did work on the game to some degree. To see where you worked on the game at one particular point in time, to see where it did end up, is something that he is looking forward to. Also as well, the iterations with each Grand Theft Auto, the fact that with GTA 6 we are going to be seeing much more realistic NPC behavior and interactions. Also as well, the fact that this game's going to sell a crap ton of money. I don't think that takes a rocket scientist to work that out. And lastly, which I thought was particularly interesting and probably the most telling part of this interview, which ended as a result at the end, and that's him uttering the words saying, Rockstar has raised the bar once again. I think it's one thing for a lot of game companies to say a certain thing and not actually follow through with it. Rockstar are always the ones that with each new title that they do come out with, it's always evolving and becoming better with each new release over the many years. And let's not forget that post that they came out with in February of 2022. I think this is a good reminder and uttering and reinforcing what Ben did say just then. And that is when Rockstar said, many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. And the results do show actions speak louder than words. We saw it with, most recently, of course, GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. They are always raising the bar, like Ben did say, and the same is going to be said with Grand Theft Auto 6. So yes, a pretty interesting interview. And if you guys do want to check out the full podcast, like I said earlier, the link is in the description below if you guys want to listen to the full interview. But that, guys, moving on. If you guys do recall, we had that fake Grand Theft Auto 6 leak surface online, which initially came out on TikTok, and I did cover that here on the channel. Well, it now has been revealed which individual was responsible for it, and that is popular YouTuber 12th Hour. And he's made various videos in relation to GTA 6 clones on Unreal Engine, as well as GTA 4 San Andreas, trying to make various Grand Theft Auto clones. So he came out with a video the other day saying, I tricked the internet with GTA 6, and I was actually featured in a part of this video, which I thought was particularly interesting. So shout out goes to 12th Hour for featuring me within that video. Much appreciated, mate. I'll get you guys to listen to part of the video and the clips that I was featured in. If you guys want to watch the full video, the link is in the description below. He most definitely made a very convincing GTA 6 leak, which fooled many of us. A lot of people weren't believing it. Some people were, but I'll get you guys to take a listen to the clips.
Supposed GTA 6 leak is dividing the community.
GTA 6 trailer 2 leaked gameplay.
Has some people fooled, other people not so gullible.
It's got a ton of likes.
But not every fan is convinced.
The cars, the settings, the atmosphere felt...
Gotcha. The whole thing was fake. I did it.
Yeah.
With that many eyes, it was inevitable that countless people would start teaming up to debunk if it was real or not.
Is this Grand Theft Auto 6 leak real or fake?
This is fake. I knew that it was fake.
Fake.
But yes, at least we now know who was responsible behind that fake GTA 6 leak. But that, guys, now I want to hear from you down in that comment section below. What do you make of everything that we went over within today's video? Firstly, the Ex-Rockstar developer talking about GTA 6 and what he is most hyped to see in the upcoming installment. And of course, the fake GTA 6 leak as well. That being 12th Hour revealing himself as the person responsible behind it. But that, guys, if you went on to enjoy this video and found any informative value, please consider subscribing to Project Vice, like, and of course, turn on those post notifications. Stay safe, have a great day, and I am out.